sorry about that. We're about to get started.
Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not what...
Bear with me one brief moment. Let's make some adjustments.
Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. So why are they not worth the purchase? Why do they not warrant staggering hefty? Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. So, why are they not worth buying over retro action figures? That is the question. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying over retro action figures. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. So, that is a question. Why are... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. That is the salient question. That is the crux of the issue. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying over retro action figures. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. That is the question. Why do modern day action figures not warrant staggering hefty exorbitant premium prices? Well, let me just elucidate why. Retro action figures are superior in all facets. They're retailed for anywhere from 40% less than modern day action figures. In spite of the lower retail values, they had superior articulation, they had more refined aesthetics. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro day action figures. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. So, that is the question. Why do modern day action figures not warrant hefty, staggering, exorbitant premium prices that they command? Well, let me just elucidate why. Retro action figures are superior in all facets. They supersede modern action figures in all regards. This is just quite a shame and quite a pity, because Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further ado, without further procrastination, without further delay, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. So that is a question. Why are modern day action figures not worthy of the premium, exorbitant, staggering prices? Why do they not warrant their asking prices? Well, first of all, they're just not up to par with retro action figures. They can't hold a candle against retro action figures. Their hues, their decos, their shadings, their textures, their sculpts, their designs, their aesthetics are just not up to par with retro action figures. In spite of modern day action figures costing 250% to 625% more in the retail stores than retro action figures, they are lackluster. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further delay, without further procrastination, without further ado, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further ado, without further procrastination, without further delay, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. So, that is a salient question. Why are they not worth buying? Why do they not warrant their hefty, staggering, exorbitant premium prices that they command? Well, for starters, they retail for anywhere from 250% more to 625% more. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further delay, without further ado, without further procrastination, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. So why do modern day action figures not warrant their staggering, hefty, exorbitant premium prices that they command? Well, for starters, they do not have as much merit as retro action figures of the past. In other words, retro action figures supersede modern day action figures in nearly every facet. They trump modern action figures in terms of quality, aesthetics, hues, deco, shadings, paint applications, sculpts, articulation, and accessories. Modern day action figures just can't hold a candle to retro action figures. It's quite a shame and quite a pity, but it is what it is. Retro action figures were just stupendous. They were marvelous. They were eye candy. They were ineffably epic, and they were somewhat affordable. Modern day action figures are just lackluster. They're shoddy. They're meager and scrawny and have weak limbs. Retro action figures retailed for 40 to 16% less than modern day action figures. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. So that is a salient question. Why are modern day action figures not worthy of their hefty, staggering, exorbitant premium prices? Why should you not collect them? Why should you desist from collecting them? Well, for starters, they retail anywhere from 250% more to 625% more than retro action figures, and in spite of their outrageous prices, they offer less value than retro action figures. Their details, their shadings, their hues, their textures, their deco, their sculpts, their designs, their accessories are trumped by their predecessors. It's just quite a shame and quite a pity that modern day action figures are shoddy, in stark contrast to retro action figures. Retro action figures had ample points of articulation. Retro action figures were eminently refined. Retro action figures were characterized by divinity. Retro action figures truly emulated their comic book counterparts, retro action figures came with stellar accessories and dioramas and were affordable. Retro action figures came with colossal, massive appendages for Build-A-Figures. Modern day action figures are just scant, they're lackluster, they're meager, they're scrawny, they're shoddy, they're lacking in nearly every aspect. It's just quite a shame and quite a pity what has transpired. Retro action figures used to come bundled with comic books. They used to be quite intriguing to flaunt on the shelves. Modern day action figures do not share the same value. They're an abomination. They're an epitome of abhorrence. Modern day action figures are just unappealing to the eye, in stark contrast to retro action figures. Remember retro action figures? Remember how they had the covetable feature of finger joint articulation and toe articulation? Remember how they had double jointed knees and double jointed elbows and articulation in all the requisite areas? Remember how stellar and stupendous and robust and intricate and meritorious they were? Today with modern day action figures you don't get the same. You just get the bare minimum to satisfy the consumer. So it's quite a shame and quite a pity what the action figure industry has regressed into. They're past their heyday, and hopefully another company like Toy Biz will surface in the coming years. But I can only hope for the best and expect the unexpected. I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro day action figures. Brace yourself for sheer epicness. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further ado, without further procrastination, without further delay, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. So that is a salient question. Why are modern day action figures not worthy of their staggering, hefty, exorbitant premium prices that they command? Well, in stark contrast to their predecessors, they're lackluster. They did not warrant their exorbitant prices because they... Oh damn, I think I'm just going with one of my previous takes. I'll just actually redo this one more time. Let's see what transpires. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying over retro day action figures. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. So that is a salient question. Why are modern day action figures not worthy of their staggering, hefty, exorbitant, outrageous premium prices that they command? Well, in stark contrast to their retro counterparts, they're just lackluster. They can't compete with their predecessors. Their predecessors trump them in nearly every single facet. Their predecessors supersede them in terms of articulation, details, hues, aesthetics, textures, decals, sculpts, accessories, dioramas, Build-A-Figure pieces, and molds. It's just quite a shame and quite a pity what the industry has regressed into, but it is what it is. Modern day action figures cost 250% to 625% more than retro day. Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why retro action figures... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why retro action figures... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are now worth buying over retro action figures. So, brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are now worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. So that is a salient question. Why are modern day action figures not worthy of their staggering, hefty, exorbitant, outrageous premium prices that they command? Well, in stark contrast to their retro counterparts, they're just lackluster, they're shoddy, they're trumped by their predecessors in all facets. Their predecessors had superior articulation, superior detail, superior aesthetic, superior design, superior sculpt, superior hue, superior aesthetic, superior accessories. It's just quite a shame and quite a pity what the action figure industry has regressed into. The action figure industry is unequivocally past its heyday. Stellar companies like Toy Biz and Joyride Studios are now defunct. They offered us unprecedented value. You used to be able to procure action figures for $8 each that came bundled with a comic book, stellar accessories, and pieces for a massive, colossal 12 to 14 inch Build-A-Figure. Today, you get scrawny, meager, dainty, shoddy action figures that retail for $20 to $50, which is... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why retro action figures... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures... Brace yourself for sheer epicness, because today I'm going to reveal why modern day action figures are not worth buying nor collecting over retro action figures. Without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination, let's delve into the nitty gritty. Let's dabble into this. So that is the salient question. Why are modern day action figures not worthy of their staggering, hefty, exorbitant premium prices? Unfortunately, to my dismay, they're toppled by their predecessors in all facets. Their predecessors have superior articulation. Their predecessors have hues, deco, shadings, aesthetics, designs, accessories, dioramas, and Build-A-Figure pieces that just supersede their modern day counterparts. It's unfortunate that the action figure industry has regressed so far. Stellar action figure companies such as Joyride Studios and Toy Biz are now defunct. Today you get less value for your money. Modern day action figures are shoddy, scrawny, dainty, scant, and underwhelming in stark contrast to retro action figures. Retro action figures commanded affordable prices. Modern day action figures retail for 250% more to 625% more than their retro counterparts. Retro action figures had finger joint articulation, they had toe articulation, some of them even had 40 points of articulation. They came bundled with a comic book, they came bundled with a stellar Build-A-Figure piece for a 14 to 12 inch Build-A-Figure. Today, modern day action figures cost $20 to $50. Retro action figures costed only $8 each and were superior in all regards when compared to modern day action figures. What the industry has become is just quite a shame and quite a pity. I am dismayed, distraught has ensued, and I hope that the action figure industry can return its former glory. But for now, I'll just continue buying retro action figures. I'll buy retro action figures that have more points of articulation, that have better details, that have better hues, that have better designs, that have better textures, that have better shadings, that have better paint applications, that have better sculpts than modern day action figures. And I'll abstain and desist from buying modern day action figures because they just don't have the same level of intrinsic value as retro action figures have. So I just can't vindicate buying modern day action figures, and I'll continue collecting retro action figures. If you deem them worthy, then all the power to you. But from my perspective, I just don't think that they warrant their asking prices. Modern day action figures are just not worth the purchase. So I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye. My throat is hoarse, so I need to desist from continuing this video.
That was good enough. I think I'll go with one of the original takes, but I may go with that take. We'll see. Thanks for watching.